What's good, guys? I'm Dennis the Business. Click subscribe to Black Social TV. Now, his name is O.J.Simpson, commonly known as O.J. Simpson. He was acquitted of murders over his ex-wife and the friend over the 1995 criminal trial, also dubbed as the trial of the century. We are talking OJ, or call him Orenthal James Simpson. Where is he now? What is he doing? How was he acquitted over the church? Now, he's also a former NFL football star, actor, broadcaster, and a convicted armed robber and a kidnapper known for being acquitted of the murders of a one Nicole Brown Simpson, that is the ex-wife, and her friend Ronald Goldman. Now, Simpson was a college football superstar at the USC, winning the Heisman Trophy in 1968. He later joined a record-setting career in the NFL and tremendous popularity among his fans. I mean, a moderately successful post-paying career as an actor and a broadcaster. Now, Simpson was charged with murder of his former wife and Goldman in 1994. He was acquitted in a high-profile criminal trial, though he was found liable for their death in a civil court. Then back in 2008, Simpson was sentenced to up to 33 years in prison in for kidnapping and armed robbery of two sports dealers in a Las Vegas hotel room in 2007. Now, shortly after he was granted parole, he was released from prison on October 1st, 2017. The question is, where is O.J. Simpson right now? Now, O.J. Simpson currently lives in Las Vegas area, and that's where he is right now, enjoying his retirement. And he's on a parole after serving 9 years for armed robbery. Simpson was released from a Nevada prison in October 2017, just so lately. Now, I have some quotes here that they came from certain media. Now, everyone is talking about reality shows. Simpsons Anthony Malcolm Laventi told Media Magazine 2017, we get flooded with calls with people saying we've got a $50,000 deal for Simpson, or we're an agency and we've got a business proposal for Simpson. Now, he's ignoring them all. He's a senior citizen, he's enjoying his life, and he's just breathing, learning to excel after being in jail for a decade. Now, however, when we talk about O.J. Simpson, I mean, people have watched series, they've watched movies of that guy right there, and the whole story, and nothing changes anyway. The way they're acted in there is the same way the story went. Now, however, Simpson was back in the news for bad behavior not long after his release from prison. Now, in November 2017, he was kicked out of Cosmopolitan Hotel in Las Vegas after reportedly getting drunk and breaking glasses at the hotel bar. He was said to have cooperated with the security guards who escorted him out. Let's look at the O.J. Simpson trial. We're getting back in history. Now, this time round, O.J. Simpson's criminal trial for the murders of Nicole Brown Simpson and Ronald Goldman, dubbed the trial of the century, commenced with opening statements back in January 24th, 1995, and lasted until Simpson acquittal on October 3rd, 1995. Now, the murders of Nicole Brown Simpson and Ronald Goldman on June 12, 1994, the bodies of Nicole Brown and Simpson and their friend Ronald Goldman were found stabbed to death outside of a condominium in LA Brentwood area. Evidence led police to suspect O.J. Simpson of the murders of Brown Goldman. Now, when we look at the Bronco case, Simpson was ordered to surrender by 11 a.m. on June 17th and instead vanished. He was tracked down later in the day when he made a call from his cell phone on the Santa Ana freeway. The police pursued, leading to the nationally televised slow-speed chase of the white Ford Bronco belonging to ex-NFL SC Collins, who was at the wheel while Simpson was in the back seat. Now, we look at the arrest. We look at his arrest that time of O.J. Simpson, the arrest and the plea. Now, Simpson finally surrendered voluntarily the evening of June. And what happened later Although he was found to be in the possession of a gun, his passport, then 9,000 US dollars in cash, and these guys he insisted that he wasn't running. Wow, this guy was smart. He insisted that he wasn't running. Later, he pleaded absolutely positively 100% non guilty to the murder charges. Now, let's look at the O.J. Simpson's dream team players or the team lawyers here back then in court that time round. Now, Simpson assembled a legal dream team over this case, and the lawyers that reportedly cost him an estimated of 50,000 US dollars a day, which OJ reportedly paid for in part by selling footballer memos. Now, the dream team was headed by a one Johnny Coran alongside Robert Kardashian, that is the father to Kim Kardashian, and then Robert Shapiro Barry. Now, despite strong evidence against Simpson, the lawyer successfully raised doubts about the handling of the case. The question goes here: how long was O.J.'s jury supposed to be? Now, the jury in O.J. Simpson's criminal murder trial was for nearly 9 months, longer than any jury that has been to date in the California history. Now, we look at the acquittal here. What happens, what took place, and how did it happen? The lead prosecutor, one Marcia Clark, appeared to have a strong case against O.J. Simpson as a glove matching the one found near the dead body surfaced on Simpson's property, while DNA testing connected him to the blood stains left behind. However, Simpson's lawyer Johnny Coran famously dismissed the matching gloves in his closing statements, noting, "If it doesn't fit, you must acquit, like right now." Now, October 3rd, 1995, the jury found Simpson not guilty of either murder. It was one of the most watched events in television history, with over 155 million people tuning in to hear the verdict. When was O.J. Simpson born? O.J. Simpson was O.J. Simpson was born in July 9th, 1947. Now we look at his net worth right here. O.J. Simpson net worth is about 3 million US dollars as of that is March and April 2018, according to the statistics. Now, Simpson received about 300,000 US dollars yearly pension from the NFL. However, the debt from his civil lawsuit was estimated at the 58 million US dollars as of July 2017. And in 1994, when O.J. Simpson was at the peak of his career and before his criminal trial for the murders of Nicole Simpson and Ron Goldman, his net worth was estimated about 11 million US dollars. Now we look at O.J. Simpson's kids, or you look at the family right here. O.J. Simpson was married twice and had five kids, four of whom are living. Simpson is married to L. Whitley. Got married to L. Whitley on June 24th, 1967. They had three children together: Anel, Jason, and Aaron. Now, daughter Aaron and I beg your pardon, daughter Aaron Lashen Simpson, who was born in 1977, passed on a month before her second birthday when she drowned in a family swimming pool. Now, Simpson and Margaret divorced in 1979. While still married to his first wife, Simpson met waitress Nicole Brown, then just a teenager. Simpson and Brown married in 1985, the same year he was elected to the Pro Football Hall of Fame, and they had two children together, that is Justin and Sydney. Now, Nicole Brown Simpson complained about her marriage to friends and family, telling them that O.J. was physically abusive following a fight between the two, and it was a spousal battery there, I should say. Now, he brushed off the incident in an interview with ESPN, noting, "We had a fight, we were both guilty, no one was hurt. It was no big deal, and we got on with our life," as she filed for divorce in 1992. Now, we look at O.J. Simpson's early life. Look at his early life. O.J. Simpson was born in San Francisco, California. His auntie gave him the name Orenthal, supposedly the name of the French actor she had killed. At the age of 2, Simpson contracted rickets, leaving him pigeon-toed and bow-legged. He had to wear a pair of shoes connected by an iron bar for a few hours, almost each and every day until he was 5 years old. Now, Simpson's parents separated in 1952 along with a brother and two sisters. He was raised by his mother in a rugged, largely black Potrero Hill district of San Francisco. At the age of 13, he joined a gang called Persian Warriors. And one fight landed him at the Sun. One fight landed him at the Sun nearly a week in 1962. Now, simply displayed immense promise on the Galileo High School, though his poor grades initially impeded his chances of joining a major college football program after overwhelming the competition at the City College of San Francisco. Now, we look at the football career. What was O.J. Simpson famous for in football in particular this time round? And O.J. Simpson first gained fame as a two-time All-American halfback for the USC Trojans, setting NCAA records and winning the trophy in 1968. Now, Simpson joined the professional Buffalo Bills in 1969, but did not excel until the offense was tailored to showcase his running. Nicknamed the Juice, Simpson topped 1,000 yards, rushing over 5 consecutive years, that is in 1972 to 1976, and led the National Football League in that category 4 times. In 1973, he became the first NFL player to rush for more than 2,000 yards in a single season. Now, what happens after acting and commentating work? After retiring from real football in 1979, O.J. Simpson moved on to a profitable career as a sportscaster and an actor. He had dabbled in acting while still an active athlete, notably playing a man framed for murder by the police in 1974. Simpson later appeared in The Naked Gun 1988 and its sequels, playing a dim-witted assistant detective, and regularly appeared in TV commercials for Her's rental car. We look at O.J. Simpson civil trial. Wow. Now, this is the most that got guys on their tiptoes, real. O.J. Simpson was hauled back to court for a civil trial in February 1997. He was found liable for the wrongful death of Nicole Brown Simpson, that is the ex-wife, and Ronald Goldman. He was ordered to pay their families about $34.5 million in damages. Now, Simpson moved to Florida in 1999, in large part due to a state law that prevented his home from being seized to help cover the civil damages. Now, we look at what was O.J. Simpson charged with in 2008. Wow. O.J. Simpson, back in 2008 October, he was convicted of 12 counts of armed robbery, kidnapping, alongside with Clarence, that is CJ Stewart. The two men were found guilty of robbing 2 sports dealers at gunpoint in Las Vegas hotel room in 2007. Now, in December 2008, Simpson and Stewart were sentenced up to 33 years in prison with a possibility of parole after 9 years. The question is, how long did O.J. spend in jail? O.J. Simpson spent about 9 years in jail for armed robbery and kidnapping. He was sentenced to prison in December 5th, 2008, and was released in October 1st, 2017. Now, in May 2013, Simpson sought a new trial to reinvestigate his robbery kidnapping charges, claiming that one of his attorneys, Yali Galanta, had given him poor advice during his 2008 trial. It was my stuff. I followed what I thought was the law. The former running back testifies in a Las Vegas courtroom. Now, fast forward in July 31st, 2013, Simpson's parole request was granted for 5 convictions that had landed him in prison in 2008. Later that year, his request for a new trial was denied by Clark County District Judge Linda Murray. Fast forward in July 20th, 2017, the 70-year-old by that time, Simpson appeared via video conference from Lovelock Correctional Center in front of a Nevada Board of Parole, Carson City, to make his case to be set free. We are talking O.J. Simpson, or call him Orenthal James Simpson. Where is he right now? We're getting right there as we go on to this story now. Simpson also said, "I'm not a guy who lived a criminal life. I'm a pretty straight shooter." When speaking about his jail time, he mentioned that he started a Baptist religious service in prison and that he followed the rules I've done my time. He said, I've done it as well and respectfully as anybody can. I have not complained for 9 years. All I have done is try to be helpful. Now, Simpson also said that if released, he was looking forward to spending about a lot of time, like 36 birthdays, with his children. His oldest child, Anel Simpson, also testified for the family in support of Simpson's release. He said that my experience with him is that he's like my best friend and my rock. Now, Bruce Fromming, one of Simpson's robbery victims, also testified on Simpson's behalf, and he said that time to give him a second chance, he made a mistake. Now, Simpson's lawyer also said that Simpson had apologized to Alfred Beardsley, the other robbery victim. That now, going forward to the parole granted that Simpson's parole had been released from the Lovelock Correctional Institute in Nevada just after midnight in October 1st. Now, the Department of Corrections released a short video of Simpson leaving prison. Now, we'll look at one of the titles that surfaced on social media sometime of, I quote, "If I Did It." Now, Simpson had a plan that time to release something titled "If I Did." He wanted to publish "If I Did," a political account of how he would have committed the Brown Simpson or gold murders in late 2006. But after publishing deal with HarperCollins fell through, a federal bankruptcy judge awarded the book's rights to the family of Ronald Goldman. Now, the Goldman family added commentary to the work and retitled it "If I Did It." Wow. Let's look at O.J. Simpson Lost Confession. Around that time of the books originally that had been planned to be published, this is what happened. However, it was shelved due to the victim's family concerns that Simpson would find a way to profit from its broadcast. In March 2018, the footage finally aired as part of a 2-hour special titled O.J. Simpson. Now, let's look at the latest TV shows on O.J. Simpson here. Now, the saga of the 1994 murders and his subsequent criminal trial returned to the spotlight for the 2016 series American Crime Story, The People vs. O.J. Simpson. The series, which has been made available on Netflix, featured the one Cuba Gooding Jr. in the role that of the fallen football star. Now, ladies and gentlemen, if you've been asking yourself where O.J. Simpson is actually enjoying his retirement, but we must say this was a trial of the century, simply by the gloves they had brought in the courtroom did not fit O.J. Simpson at all, and that's how he won the case. He's chilling right now and is enjoying his retirement of NFL money of retirement, and also the money that is paid to him from the movies that you do see and the series. My name is Dennis the Business. Click subscribe to Black Social TV. We live for entertainment and the biggest stories around the globe and in your area. I'm out for now. Peace.